Alrighty, we got some major spoilers ahead, so for the love of God, please click off if you don't want spoilers. I'm Joey C, let's get this show on the road. The mid-credit scenes for Doctor Strange 2 were a lot to take in, but the major one that we're going to focus on is the one revealing Charlize Theron joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Clea, also known as the Sorceress Supreme of the Dark Dimension, and our sexy stud Stephen Strange's love interest. Let's mosey on down the road of Clea and explore what this MCU character is all about. Let's go! This one's gonna get a little crazy, so buckle in. Coming from reality Earth 616, Clea was born to Prince Arini, who was the son of the former ruler of the Dark Dimension, and the Falcon fugitive Umar. The Dark Dimension is a void within the Marvel Universe that is an alternate plane of existence described by some as hell itself, which does not sound pleasant at all. The birth of Clea was very traumatic to Umar, and the experience scarred her even more when she learned she had lost the ability to revert to her Faltinian form. Clea was abandoned by her mother, who became very violent and eventually got banished to another realm. That's what you get. Let's explore a bit how the two lovebirds, Strange and Clea, met each other. We love a good meeting story. Doctor Strange was asked by the Ancient One to travel to the Dark Dimension to try and stop Dormammu, who was trying to conquer Earth. Anywho, while he was there, he was seen by a curious Clea, who decided to follow him. Impressed by him, she tried to save his life by pleading him not to face Dormammu. She was unsuccessful, and Strange was ready to give his own life to stop him. Soon, the Big D captured Clea for her betrayal. It gets more wild. During the duel between Strange and the Big D, the mindless ones that were kept in check by the Big D escaped, and that forced Strange and D to work together to contain the creatures. Now, in Strange's debt, D was forced to comply with the desires to release Clea and not invade planet Earth. The classic story of a gal falling in love with the man who saved her. Let's fast track through their relationship and skip to the part where our favorite doctor dies. At some point in the timeline, Doctor Strange saw himself with no alternative but to ask for Mephisto's assistance to save reality. Mephisto agreed, but in return, Clea would lose any memory she had of Strange and their time together. Does that sound familiar? He paid Clea one last visit and asked her if she thought that they could be together again. Thinking she would say no, as she said yes, Strange was heartbroken. As the deal with Mephisto had already been settled, she started to lose her memory. Shortly after, Strange was killed, and all the magic spells he cast and deals he settled lost their effects, allowing Clea to remember him again. That's fantastic. Let's get more confused. Together, with a temporal remnant of Strange, Clea found his murderer and even had the chance to say goodbye to her husband. I forgot to mention they got married. Forgive me. When he was briefly revived, Strange said he was a fool for ever letting her go, and that just makes me sad. Clea became the new Sorcerer Supreme of Earth. Sounds like a Taco Bell item. And adopted the last name Strange in honor of her handsome Steven. And then she asked Wong for help in bringing Steven back, deciding to cast a spell that would warn her of necromantic activity, on the off chance that he'd return to life by himself. A few moments before doing so, the spell went off, making Clea believe that her husband was coming back already. When she got to the epicenter of the activity, however, she found a zombified Thunderstrike instead. Let's get into the big stuff, the meat and potatoes, if you will, of Clea, her powers and abilities. Clea is half Faltine, which is someone born from pure magic, and a half dark dimensional mortal, which allows her to naturally fly and hover, which sounds sweet. Clea trained in the ways of magic under Doctor Strange, and eventually became the Sorcerer Supreme of the Dark Dimension, possessing vast magical powers and knowledge. She has the ability to shoot magical energy bolts, put up energy shields, and even astral project. She can exit her body and travel outside of it at the speed of thought, which is absolutely wacky. Another cool ability is her thought thrusting. She can communicate telepathically, sharing a special rapport with Doctor Strange due to their connection. She can also plant telepathic suggestions in the minds of others, alter their memories, determine if they're lying. The list goes on and on. We also have teleportation, which are not just limited to other locations, but other dimensions. It gets crazier. Molecular rearrangement, which she mostly uses to alter her clothing, as any fashion queen would. She of course has her classic spells thanks to the training under Doctor Strange. She also has the Flames of Faltine, which raises her already formidable magical abilities to even powerful levels. Good lord, what can't this woman do? The sorceress known as Clea has long been one of Stephen Strange's most prominent supporting characters in the comics. She is no minor character by any means, and we have high hopes in the MCU world that she will blend in just fine in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Alrighty, another Marvel video down. You should be so proud of yourselves. What did you think of Doctor Strange? What did you think of Clea? Let us know in the comments below, and as always everybody, thanks for watching.